Here we are at the Bournemouth Clock Shop again with MC Taylor, the master clockmaker, and he wants to talk today about restoration. Now, a lot of people think of restoration as a nice, cosy, easy job where you spend a happy time crouched over your bench, but you have other ideas, don't you, Mark?
Yeah, hello Tim. I do, because people have the impression that it's a romantic, serene, quaint little job. They've got the image in their mind where the old man is there with his cat in his front room tinkering with clocks. That's fine if you are an old man with a cat tinkering with clocks, but the reality of it is quite the opposite. To do what we do and carry out correct and high quality clock repair and restoration is extremely hard work. It's unforgiving. On your way up when you're learning the trade, it's a very filthy job, an arduous job.
I can see that from the movement in front of you, which is something that you need to...
Well, that's right. I've just propped something in front of you here. This is an early 1800s 30-hour English long case clock movement. This is typical of the condition that they come in needing repair. They run until they get into this condition. There's dead spiders in the top there. So this one probably stopped because the driver's dead.
I've seen people just take the dial off these and just put the movement into a tank and clean it up. Is that your way?
No, it's not any professional way. You need to completely dismantle the clock and attend to every single part of every single part. I would rather teach someone free of charge how to do it properly rather than just dunking the thing, as they call it, because it's an awful procedure. You can't remove wear, it doesn't really clean, it doesn't remove corrosion, you're not correcting faults. It's just a cheat, and the hourly rate that these guys charge is astronomical when you think they've spent an hour on it.
There are different degrees. Are there different degrees of restoration, or do you just have, if you restore something, is there just one standard you set and that's it?
Yes, there is, and I teach my team here. I taught them that if it could be better, it's not actually good enough.
Right.
We adhere to all the ethical codes by the various bodies, but we carry out restoration to the nth degree. As I say, if it could be better, it's not good enough, and only the best work is carried out here. I'll give you an example.
Right.
That's got corrosion and dust in it. It's dry and it started to wear. There's dead spiders in it. Here's one we've just finished. Recently finished. This is quite a sweet little striking English dial clock.
It's very small.
It is small. It's a double chain fusee, and that, believe it or not, was in worse condition than the long case I've just shown you, because it was covered in grease, corrosion, rust, verdigris. This works now. I guarantee it for 18 months like a new clock. It's working perfectly. The escapement has been set correctly. You see, it's not even just a case of removing wear when you're restoring clocks. A clock will work, but it's got to work properly. A bad escapement will sometimes work, but I go to extraordinary lengths to set that escapement how it should be, so it's working how it should be and cutting all the friction down.
Every clock that leaves your shop that you sell is restored to this standard.
That's right.
And how long can you guarantee that for?
We guarantee the clocks for 18 months. If it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong within 18 months. That's why we say 18 months.
Right. Okay.
But every single screw has the chip marks left on it by the repairers removed. They're burnished on both ends, even the rounded end, because you see that through the other side of the plate. Every single clock pin is nipped off perfectly, and then the nipping is rounded. They're put in equally, so that really I'm quite happy for anybody to examine my work.
Right, so this is really a feature of this clock shop, isn't it? We've discussed the look, and now we're discussing the degree of restoration and the state that
Yes.
the clock's leaving.
Yeah, it's not all about money either. I'm not trying to make more money. I am now, at my level, trying to give people more for their money.
Right, okay. Do you want to give us any more information while we have a moment? Or do you want to tell me an interesting fact?
Just, you can come up with those. I just want to stress that it's not an easy job. You're looking at days and days of work to do this. Not half a day by dunking it in a tank and then oiling it and putting it back in a case, hoping it'll go, and charging the customer you know, or £300 for half a day's work. It's sweat, it's experience, it's time consuming, and I think this clock did actually take about 5 days for one man and his assistant to complete.
That is extraordinary. Perhaps sometime in the future we can watch your work.
I'd
Will
love
that
you
be
to.
possible?
When we're happy in the workshop, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see examples of how I do these things.
Well, that would be great. I mean, did you know what the capital of Bhutan was?
No, I didn't. I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Thimphu. And with that piece of information, we'll...
Sorry, just a minute. Thimphu, what's the significance of that?
Well, it has Tim in it, of course.
Oh,
What
of
other
course.
significance?
What, very often?
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.